Hey, let's work out together today. So we're gonna do a full body workout. It's going to be legs focused. There's gonna be lunges, lots of lunges, and upper body, we're gonna do shoulder press. I'm out on my deck. I don't even have time to sweep off. I could. Yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. I didn't even put my shoes on. So if you're anything like me and you just need to get your workout done, don't let these obstacles prevent you from getting your workout done. So flapping this band around, we're going to be using the hip band. If you do not have a hip band, please do not worry. Highly recommend to have one handy at home. Love it. Use it all the time. But you don't have to have it for this workout. You can do it without. And then one dumbbell. So I've got my 15 dumbbell here. You can use any weight you'd like, depending on how challenged you want to be. I'd say medium to heavy, but I will show you what we're doing. So we're going to be doing lunges, reverse lunges, holding the weight, and then we're also going to be doing squats, curtsy lunges. Those are burner with this guy. And you can hold a weight for all of those, or you can do completely body weight. That's fine. Then we're going to do split stance shoulder press. So that's where, you will want a weight. If you don't have a dumbbell, just use a water bottle, a can of beans, anything you got around. You can still do the movement with just your arm. That's fine. But obviously weight is ideal. So that's going to be dependent. Maybe it's light, medium, heavy. Choose your weight. So I've got my hip band. I've got my dumbbell. I also am going to utilize a yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, don't worry, you can still do this without a block at all. So I'm only using this to elevate my front foot for our reverse lunges, so we can get a little bit deeper in there, a little juicy. It's super fun. I also like it. There's many different kind of foam blocks that you can use. I have a foam one. You can get like cork, some that are more stable. You can also get some that are shorter. So this is, I believe, a 4-inch. There's 3-inch. Anyways, this is going to be cushiony, and also I like to do it barefoot on it. You can totally do it with shoes too, but I like it because it's slightly unstable. So if you've got like wonky ankles and you're like, oh my god, don't use it. But it's something that if you can work your way up to it, I have found it has helped my feet and my ankles and the stability there, along with getting that extra range of motion for the booty. Oh, totally works for stability as I wobble and almost fall over. But no, for real, I've noticed a big difference when using this. So you can find something that's more stable. You can use like a big book that you don't want to, not too worried about ruining. You shouldn't ruin it, but or you can just use a step. Obviously, like I have steps over here up to my deck. I could use that, but it's going to be much bigger. So this is it's just so fun to use. But you don't have to use it. You can just go from the floor. The other thing I have out here, I don't even have a yoga mat. My dog literally ate my yoga mat. So I've got just a yoga blanket. You could use any blanket, but that will be for the knees and the protection. So without any further ado, let's get going. Lunges, upper body. We're going to warm up just with some regular arm swings. I like to give myself a nice little tap on the back of the shoulders. I also don't have my headphone today, so the volume quality, the audio is not going to be amazing because I'm just going to have to be like shouting. So while we warm up, let's keep going. I'm going to do up and over. If I didn't say, like, we're just jumping in, you're following along, reaching up and over. If there's something else you want to do for warm up, go for it. This is just my go-to. We're not going to spend too much time here. But while we go through this, we're just going to do 2 sets. 2 sets of everything, especially because wider feet here. We're just going to go side to side. Oh, did you hear that? Crack, crack, crack. That felt amazing. Yeah, here we go. We're only going to do 2 sets because we're doing split things. So it's going to take a longer time. And also sometimes, especially recently, with the limited time I have, we're going to go into squats. I have found that 2 sets is really enough, especially if I'm doing like opposite. So I may not have the time for it, but even if I do have the time, sometimes 2 sets is enough. And honestly, that took me probably until like after pregnancy or postpartum especially, but even this last 2 years for me personally, particularly this last year, to realize that it's okay to just do 2 sets and move on. All right, turning to the side, we're gonna get low and we're just gonna take the hips side to side. And if you can, get lower. I'm just rocking side to side. I find that if I'm feeling wobbly, I can put my hands here. I'll be a little bit more rounded in the spine, but at least I have support and I can work my way up to being more upright. Also, you can grab a chair or a couch, something to hold on to help you. So we're just gonna sway side to side, taking deep breaths. As I talk and walk you guys through this workout, I will probably get out of breath just from talking. Also, I'll have to remind myself to breathe because I'm too busy talking. So getting into those hips, if you want to stay there longer, if you want to do something else, if you want to just find stillness. So now that I've settled in, I've got some gaps, especially under this side. I'm not going to worry about it too much right now because I'm not doing anything crazy, but do anything intuitively. I'm bringing my legs in, bring your legs out. If I really wanted to, like if today I was like, I really want to work on my deep squat and my malasana and I want to get my heels down, I would spend more time. I would either roll this up or my blanket, much better. And now I can get this one down. And obviously, hey, that's a little bit uneven. So you can spend more time there if that's needed. You can also widen your legs, lift those hips up, come down. So you can spend more time there. But again, I'm not gonna take too much time today. That could be for another session or come back later. So just using my elbows into my knees, pushing. We're just gonna do a few more here where we're bending over into that hinge, kind of let everything go, and then squat down. You can do a little bounce if that feels good. Lift those hips, let that head go. Come back down. Do about 2 more of those. Lift those hips. Ooh, come back down. Yes. All right, now we're just gonna jump right into it, okay? My heart rate's going. Again, if you need to do anything else to warm up, you can pause, start doing that. Now, for the first set, I'm not gonna use a band. And again, you don't have to do it at all. I'm gonna come to the side so you can see, and then I'll switch. We're just gonna put that in front. Getting ready. Now, for the first one of these, especially if you've never done the foot elevated, you can do it body weight, just to get the hang of it. I'm gonna grab my weight because I've already been practicing these before I started filming. So let's get started. We're gonna do about, let's see, set our reps here. Sometimes I do a lot of things like intuitively, setting reps intuitively. I'll have like a range that I know, but sometimes I kind of just go for how I feel. So some days I might be in a space, my body might be in a space where 6 to 8 reps is enough, and that would be best for my body. Then I'll have other times when I'm like, oh my God, I just made it to 12. So we're gonna aim for between 6 and 12. That's a wide range. So just go with what feels better for you. Now I am going to hold my weight on the opposite part. This part is weird because you have 1 foot elevated, right? 1 foot not. So here we go, get set. We're gonna stack our rib cage over our pelvis. When we come back, we're gonna keep this in line. We're not going to come undone like this, trying to stay shoulders back. So I'm going to be in a straight line, but that line is gonna be tilted slightly forward. So here we go, a little bit nervous. Let's go 1. You do not have to go all the way down to the floor, but I like to do a little tappy tap. 4, again, staying upright, but leaning forward. Upright with a lean. 6, I believe that's 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I feel it. It's burning, but I feel like I can do 2 more. So I'm going for 12. Phew, good. See, done. You did it. We're gonna switch to the other side, obviously. So catch your breath. Let all that out. Align your rib cage and pelvis again. Moving this over. Setting my foot up. And here we go. Again, I did 12 on one side, now I have to do 12 on the other. Okay, get that foot, get that stability. If you're feeling wobbly up here, don't just start moving. Make sure you get in line, engage your core, lock in and go. 1, 2. For the breathing here, you can exhale on the way down, or you can exhale on the way up. That's totally a preference and like how you're feeling in your core, especially your pelvic floor. So find one that works for you. And what I mean by that is, if you exhale when you stand and you feel stronger and more capable of doing the movement, then do that. But if you feel wobbly on the way down, go ahead and breathe out on the way down. Practice with it. I'm pretty sure that was 12. I got lost count while I was talking. Clipping right along. Again, it's hard talking and doing this. So band goes on. You don't need a band, but it'll make these juicy. Here we go. Again, we're gonna do a squat, curtsy lunge. These ones are tough for me to count, especially if I'm talking. So sometimes I like to put a timer on. So let's just see. Now, key is to push out against that band. Even if you don't have the band, try to think all in line instead of the band will want me to come in. I'm gonna push out. It's gonna be a half squat, mini squat. We're not squatting all the way down. We're just pushing back enough, ooh, to really feel those butt cheeks spread, okay? So squat, curtsy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't say how many we were doing, did I? 6. Just keep going. Trust me. I wouldn't lead you astray. 8, I think. 9. Now these ones. 11. I believe this is 12. These ones are good if you can kind of go until your burnout. That could be 6 in, that could be 20 in. I'm gonna take this off. I did do 12. Ooh, let's see. You should be out of breath. I am recovering from a little something, so I probably sound ridiculous. Harder to breathe in through my nose. And again, you're not having to talk through this. So hoping you have better breath control. All right, now we're going into the shoulders. One leg's gonna be in front, one leg's in the back. Now, I'm not exactly to the side as you. I'll move to the side and I'll move back. So this is a glute and core stabilizer if you make it one, and we're gonna make it one. So if you need to stretch your legs out a little bit, but find that center where your glutes are engaged. You might feel a little squeeze there. You can even check in with that back leg. Is it turned? If my foot is turned down, I'm internally rotated, that's gonna like cramp me up. So can I be straight behind me? Lock this in. This leg's hopefully about a 90. So 90-90 with the legs, staying stacked while reaching overhead. It's a big ask actually. So if you want to open your hips, close them, line them up, lock it in. Let's go. Let's go for 8 to 10. Again, depending on the weight you used. Maybe you can only make it to 8, but if you can handle it, let's go to 10. I believe that was 10. Oh, I'm feeling that burn in my quad, like already, because of those lunges. All right, switching sides. So now you can see from the other side. I'm drawing this hip back until they line up. Then I'm locking it in. I'm slightly coming forward without popping my ribs forward. That's exaggerated, obviously, and you're probably not doing that, but it's subtle. So bring those ribs down without losing the hips. Here we go. I did 10 on one side. Let's do 10 on this side. Let's go. 1, 2, and as we're pressing overhead, can I stay stable? Or am I gonna rock and sway side to side? This is where I lost count. 6 maybe, 7. You can have this hand out to the side, make a fist to help you keep that balance, help you keep those hips stable and that rib cage down, where hopefully when I'm pushing up, I'm not doing one of these. You would be able to feel that pressure through your abdomen. So again, bring it back, stack it up. So as I'm pushing overhead, we're done. As I'm pushing overhead, I'm almost doing like an invisible but internal crunch. So I'm like, I'm really locking those ribs down as I press. For me, the breath is very important on this one, to exhale on the way up. So when you exhale, your ribs come down, lock in, everything's zipping up, corset, zip, lock in. Cool. So those were our moves. Those are our moves for this workout. Again, we're gonna do that 2 times. We're gonna do that 2 times. Do that 2 times. We're 15 minutes in. If we've got time after this, and again, this is a lot because it's double-sided. So instead of doing, 12 squats, 12 RDLs, 12 rows, you're doing, up to 12 on each side, so it's gonna take longer. So that's why we're only doing 2. And if we have time, like doing this, once you're done, that's enough. You don't need to do anymore. But if we have time, depending on how it goes, we'll finish with a little floor mat work. Because why not? We'll stretch things out. All right, preparing, catching our breath. I'm not setting a timer for any of this. Sometimes timers are important if your mind is scattered, and you just need that, you need those bumper rails to keep you in line, keep you going. But if you just know, if you trust yourself to finish and stay on task, which I'm so good at, you can kind of be a little bit more fluid. And so what I mean by that is rest for about a minute. Some people love to set the 1 minute timer. I just intuitively caught my breath, chatted with you, and now I'm ready to go. But if you're someone who needs a timer, set a timer. Otherwise you can go on Jenna timer. All right, here we go. Make sure I'm in frame here. All right, I think we can do this. Switching hands. All right, again, stack it up. What did I do, 12 on that one side? I don't know what's happening with my foot there. It was adjusting 12 times. All right, but again, this block can be wobbly, so good to get it right before we go. All right, keep in control. Let's count these. 1, exhale on the way up for me. 2, 3, whoa, 4, 5, 6, feeling it. Ooh, 7. If it helps, put your hand on your booty. 8, 9. You should be able to feel it lengthen and contract. What is this, 11? 12. Woo. Also a fun thing about this workout, it's intensive. And again, you've been doing both sides, so you're gonna get out of breath, even if you're not talking. Once I've caught my breath, lock in. And other side, we've got this. Because we are strong warriors, and we can get this done, and we can do hard things. Here we go. 1, driving up, pressing through that foot. 3, strong feet. 4, whoa, 5, get it right. 6, line it up. 7, 8, if you need to slow down, slow down. 9, this side feels longer. 10, come on, you got this, 2 more. Whew, 11, this one's gonna be your strongest one yet. Push, 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 push. Yeah, we did it. We did it. Throw your block. Chuck it out. Just kidding. Oh, but for real, right? Okay, if I didn't say, you can totally hold a weight on these squat to curtsy lunges. I'm not going to, especially for the sake of me trying to speak to you without sounding like someone who just ran 20 miles when I indeed did not. All right. I do like to get my breath under control before I start, for my mental sake, my physical sake, my nervous system sake. All right, set it up. Here we go. Again, pressing out in that band. Squat, lunge. Oh, I almost just lunged. Here we go. Squat. lunge. You never know what's gonna happen with me. 2, 3. I'm gonna come to the side so you guys can kind of see. Again, I got that little bit of a forward lean so that my ribcage and my pelvis are staying in a line. They're staying stacked, even though my line is forward. This is gonna go further into the glutes, into that booty. Otherwise, if I was upright, I'd look like this. And now my ribcage and my pelvis are disconnected and I'm wobbly. So lock it in. Oh my goodness. Lost count, but let's just do this burnout because we're only doing 2 rounds. So we might as well just burn, right? Burn, let it burn, let it burn. I'm slowing down. This is when he's gonna push past, even if you gotta slow it down. One more, the other side. Come on, come on, come on. Help! If you wanna get your sweat on without running, do one of those. My heart is pounding. Oh, I don't need this. Onto the shoulder press. Here we go. I did that way that time. Let's do this way. These white socks are gonna be filthy. But we do what we have to get our workout in. To be as efficient with our time as possible. Okay, there's like squished tomatoes down here. My kids like to pick the tomatoes. Not always eat them, they like to squish them. Super fun. All right, choose which side's going first. I don't care what side you do first, as long as you do your other side. All right, also, quick note, you can practice your hinges from this position, see? But this is how I'm gonna pick up my weight instead of bending down. Grab my weight, hinge back, ribcage stacked. You heard it. All right, square those hips, lock it in. Lock it in like this. Zip. Again, exhale as you press up. As you exhale, you bring your ribcage down. What is that? 3, 4, arm can be out to the side. 5, exhaling. 8, 9. You can stop at 10. I'm gonna go to 12 because this is my last set. Why not? Push it, push it, push it real good. Again, simple movements, but I'm out of breath. Lock those hips in. Get it. Lock it, set it, rip it, press, press. Again, exhale, ribs down. Exhale, ribs down. You're squeezing your butt. Whoo. You're squeezing your abs. Whoo. And you're pressing overhead. Whoo. This is why a timer is best for my monkey brain, because I'm not counting. I'm just pushing. We're just pushing. I don't know. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. Why not? And come down. Whew. That took a lot of strength. Whew. Let's check the time. Where are we at? I'm sweating. 23 minutes. Yeah. We're going to have time for getting down on the mat. So, if you're like, what? I need more. Go through that one more time. And I'll meet you here. Let's see. I'm cooking up something good in my head, okay? So we're gonna stretch our hips first. And then we'll put the band on. Then we'll take the band off and stretch. I want this to be under 30 minutes. So let's get going. Catch breath. What I didn't do was bring out water. So please stay hydrated. Grab water. Okay. I'm gonna do a little stretchy, little yogi inspired stretch. Then the hip band. Don't have a hip band, don't worry. Still do the move. Okay. So let's first get into some cat-cow. Inhale, drop everything, spread everything, press your hands to the floor and just spread. And then exhale, tuck. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Head comes last. Whew, let it go, shake it out. We're gonna do it 2 more times. Inhale, come on. Wiggle it out if you need to. And then tuck that tail, zip that core up. Whoop, 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 whoop. Press, press, press. Let that head go. Yes, one more. Release. You can do this nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time, articulating every movement. Or you can go through flowy, flowy, flowy. Press, press, press. Let that head go. Relax. Beautiful. Now we're gonna push back on our hips. Your knees can come out wide if that feels good. I only have this small blanket I'm working with, so we'll see how it goes. We're gonna bring the left leg forward. Lean in and just do whatever feels good here. You can pause in stillness, open up the chest to look up, or you can just get groovy with it. In and out. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm swaying my big ol' hips side to side. Then you can pause the hips, really lean into it. Maybe have that hand or reach up, reach. Yes, oh my God, there's a rainbow. There's a freaking rainbow right above me. Wonder if you guys could see it. You guys have to see it, right? Also, I didn't cue that, but we're pushing back. Twist. You don't have to do the twist. And push back. You gotta see this rainbow. It's like you're really working out with me. Can you see? Let's see. I don't know if you can see, and I'm not gonna waste too much time, but there's a rainbow right above those trees. How cool is that? Okay, sorry. Coming back. Coming back. All right, if you haven't already, I'm gonna do one more cat-cow. Press in, come back to neutral, right leg. Up and around, lean in. Lean in. And you can rock front to back here. That feels delicious. You can take the hips side to side. Feel that difference. Like, don't just, I want you to move intuitively. Let things go. Don't be so stiff. Let it flow while paying attention to what it is you're doing. So while you're being loosey-goosey, be like, oh, I'm taking my hips side to side. That's them moving side to side. This is my hips moving front to back. Ah, yes. Now we're going to come forward, open up the hip, use that hand, press again. Reaching for that rainbow. Like, what? Magic. Oh, it's beautiful. Big breath. Shoot those hips back. Hands can come here. Ooh. Getting that hamstring. You worked it hard. Now, you can open up with a revolving twist. Oh, that feels good. Excelente. Beautiful. I hear clips coming undone. I am going to check the time. 27. So we'll still be under 30. Right? Okay, well, let's just move along, Jenna. Make it quick. Don't dilly-dally. Let's just go. Okay. Hip bend. My chickens, sorry. My chickens are... Whoop, 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 whoop. Or is it pheasant? Okay, here we go. Lying back. Hip bend on. You don't have to have the hip bend, but I have it, so I'm going to use it. So we're going to do 3 moves. Regular bridge. I'm going to press out against the band. Feet are grounded to the floor. Bring your heels up as close as you can. Oh, yeah. Okay. Rib cage locked in. And I'm going to press through my feet, lift up. Pressing out gently. Adjust yourself if needed. All right, let's do these. Now for glute bridges, I do like to let go till it burns. But for the sake of time, we're going to go on a Jenna timer. So I'll tell you when to stop. My legs are sore from my workout I did on Monday. My hips are sore, my butt is sore. So I'm going to feel these sooner, as if I was, if I was like nice and fresh. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the top for 10, 9, squeeze it, lift it, 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm bringing my rib cage in. I know I was a little loosey-goosey there. 3, 2, 1, slowly come down. Relax. Let those knees cave in towards each other. Just breathe. Phew. Okay, we're gonna do 1 more move. These are just bonus burnouts. We're going to ribs to hips, engage. So feel this, feel that. You should feel something happening. Now, once I've like felt my transverse, my obliques, everything engaging, we're gonna knee march. Trying to keep our hips stable, especially when we switch sides. Does your pelvis want to tilts and just slide loosey-goosey everywhere. If it does, don't beat yourself up for it, but you're going to go much slower. Really exhale. You can put your fingers on your hip bones, reaching your thumbs towards your ribs to be like, hey, 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 stabilize. We're asking our core to stabilize. So from the bottom to the top, we're asking our pelvis, girdle, all those stabilizers in our pelvis. We're asking them to come online, help us stabilize through the pelvis, through the core. Exhaling, you can bring your arms into it. You're not like crunching with your rib cage. You're not coming up necessarily, but you can. But you can use your arms. Hey, why not? Let's end in those. I find when we start to add multiple movements, like here it's just the knees, then you add the arms, then you add the head. Now, as you add all those things, the goal would be to add all these things and be dynamic and be able to move and be controlled and be strong. But the more you add, the more complicated it becomes, the easier it is to get sloppy. So if you add it all, just make sure that you're going nice and controlled, exhaling on the way up, pinning that belly button to your spine. Let's go 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. We're gonna let those knees come into the chest. You can take your band off. I'm actually gonna just use it to help me. You can do straight legs into the chest, knees into the chest. But yeah, that band can be off, or you can even use it to just help you here. I like to work my way into knees to the chest instead of just like cramming it in there. That doesn't always feel good to me. So it's a gentle ease. You can even add some circles here. We are done. We're just gonna stretch it out just a little bit more. If you're doing circles, switch and go the other way. And then we'll end with one last stretch. It's more like just a reclined submission to yourself. Beautiful. I could stay here longer, but we got places to be, people to see. Toss that hip band, let the legs come out, feet together. If you want just full on starfish, you can with legs down, but this just feels good. Arms coming out to the side, soles of the feet together, letting it open. We just worked things really, we challenged ourselves. We challenged our core, our pelvic floor, our stabilizers, our big old legs and glutes, our upper body. And we did big movements that require like the same amount of stabilization. So we did big things. Even though we only did 2 sets, you still did a lot. And your body deserves this stretch. Now this feels so good, but I am gonna end in that full-on starfish without knocking my plants up. All right, let's take a few more breaths here. Big ol' breath in. Big ol' exhale out. That's so lovely. Let's do 2 more like that. One more. Beautiful. If you want to stay there longer, if you can stay there longer, please do so. Like, so enjoy this. There's nothing better than moving your body, working hard, like really doing work, and you can feel that you did it, and then just relaxing, just relishing in that, and then just giving gratitude to your body for how strong it is, giving gratitude for yourself for showing up for your body. Like, we are here to take care of our body. If we didn't do it, no one else will, and our body will suffer for it. So thank yourself for showing up for your body, and thank your body for then giving back to you. It's just this beautiful self-love circle. Bring it in, reel it in, take it to the heart. You're freaking awesome. Head tingles, everything, full on stretch out. You can be done. You can exit out. But I'll end you with this. You're amazing. You did enough. That was an amazing workout. Thank you for working out with me. It's still fun. Like, instead of doing that by myself, I got to do it with you. So thanks for joining me. Hope you liked that. If you like it, I will do more. See you guys next time. Bye.